jumping from our first official look at Sam Orr, a tease at the brand new hub, a surprise update on Summersloop and Mercersphere, new food court picks, an Ada overhaul, and of course a huge lore update have all just dropped. Also, today's my birthday. I know, irrelevant information, but we almost managed to get 1,000 subscribers, which would have been awesome. This is one of the biggest Update 1 news drops we've ever received. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. First of all, let's start off with one of the coolest things we have changed in my opinion, and that is the new HUD for the hub. HUD for the hub. Let's check it out. This small clip that you're seeing in the background is the only footage we can see of this new hub. However, we are aware that there are some hub changes. So the first thing that my eye was drawn to is the actual aesthetics of this hub. I think it looks really cool, especially with this little factory icon in the background right here. Secondly, we can see that we now have 5 parts in here. We've got part assembly, obstacle clearing, jump pads, resource sync bonus program, which I'm guessing is the awesome sync, and logistics mark II. If we have a quick look at the Satisfactory fandom, the unofficial Satisfactory wiki, we can see that again these parts all line up. Nothing has been added and nothing has been removed, at least from what we can see. We can also see that for part assembly, that the cost of the 200 cable, 200 iron rods, 500 screws and 300 iron plates is the exact same as what it was before, so don't worry about this being any more expensive. And you also get the same rewards as well. However, I do actually like the HUD. I think it really stands out. You can clearly see what you've selected, and the orange and the grey of course contrast each other brilliantly, but that's not really a big thing. I just think it looks pretty cool. Something which I did actually find in the trailer is that look at the logistics mark II. It's flashing for some reason. I don't know the reason as to why it's flashing, but obviously that must be there for some reason. Speaking of, we can actually see that the conveyor lift icon has changed. I know, such a massive change. I mean, clip this one for the future archives. But as you can see, the cost remains the exact same and the rewards are the exact same. The only thing that's changed it is the icon of the conveyor lifts, which, again, not a massive thing, but it's still something to note. Secondly, we need to talk about the lore, and I promise I'm going to make this segment as quick as I can. Obviously, Studio, the developers of Satisfactory, have confirmed that they don't want the lore to disrupt the gameplay. Because remember, this is a factory builder game. This is not a campaign. If you want to play a game specifically for the campaign or for the story mode, then play Horizon Zero Dawn or play Call of Duty World at War. Games that have like a dedicated campaign or story mode in them. Another change that they obviously have confirmed is that when 1.0 does come out, the game will technically be finished, as in like there will be an ending for the game, rather than as of right now you just shoot some space elevator parts up into the sky and that's it. But now there's actually going to be an ending, which is pretty cool. They have also confirmed that Katrina and Steve, do you remember these two guys from my recent video? If not, it doesn't matter because they're going. They're out, they're not even part of the lore anymore. So that's pretty fun. Glad I spent time researching them too. Worst of all, Ada is staying. I've got beef with Ada. I love that animation. So, Ada, now we can... Okay, Ada. The next milestone, should I say. Not quite the next tier, just the next milestone. Thank you so much, Ada. Again, it shouldn't really involve Ada, but you know what? I'm going to put that aside, because Ada is staying in 1.0. In fact, they've actually changed up Ada a little bit, which is like that personal robot that talks to you, like whenever you get a milestone in the hub, or whenever you discover something new. Yeah, it's that small voice right here in the background. They have actually updated it, so we'll get onto that in just a minute, but that's still pretty cool. The last main bit of lore information that we got is to do with Summersloop and Mercersphere. We've been told now for a significant amount of time that these two items will play a decent part in the story modes. Now, they are not. They're still going to be in the game. They're still going to have a purpose, but it's not going to take center stage in the lore like we originally thought it would. Now it's just going to be there for a different purpose. So, if the lore has changed, what exactly is new? Well, Snart, who is one of the community managers for Satisfactory, put together a short 2-minute clip that basically summarized all of this, and I was just gonna take what he said then display it to you in a fun format, but the way that he put it together with the cinematics that he used I think is actually really cool. I'm just gonna use that clip instead. but then we'll talk a little bit more about it afterwards, because as you'll soon find out, there's some really cool shots in that trailer. So let's give it a quick watch.
In Satisfactory, you take the role of a pioneer for Fix-It Incorporated, designated to the planet Massage 2AB-B in the Akatsha system. And to fulfill your obligations, you must exploit this planet for its resources by building factories, setting up power systems, organizing logistics utilizing vehicles, and asserting dominance over the local fauna using whatever tools you may engineer. To advance Fix-It's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of their perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract. It is your duty to ensure they come to good use. On this mission, you are accompanied by Ada, your personal instance of the artificial directory and assistant.
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption.
Ada will guide you throughout your mission, measuring your performance and providing you with helpful advice as you explore the planet and progress in your exploits. Your first official objective is to initiate Project Assembly by building the space elevator. Project Assembly is divided into phases, each of which requires the delivery of project parts via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. But it's time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril, and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival. Fix-It is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
So, it turns out, I was right. A few days ago, I made a video talking about the dark Satisfactory lore, and I saw quite a lot of comments of people saying, yeah, this is just speculation, the Mercersphere's lying to you, this is rubbish, it's a pretty bad take, you know, L opinion, as the kids say. I'm not a kid anymore, I'm 22, Jesus. And I thought that was fine, it was just my speculation, it was my take, it was my opinion. But it turns out I was actually kind of right. It may not have anything to do with a virus, but we do know that the Earth is in some sort of chaos. We know this because the exact quote that's not used was the Earth is in peril, which isn't a very good thing. So again, my theory about the world being in a pretty bad state and them needing to harvest alien resources, alien artifacts to try and find a cure for something could still be correct. So remember earlier when I said that Ada has changed? Well, let's have a closer look. Just like you saw in that small snippet earlier, yes, Ada has changed. It looks a lot more professional, dare I say, which I think looks really, really cool. Also, the background looks incredible as well. Not to mention that the bacon that you see, not that kind of bacon, that kind of bacon, has actually changed a lot as well. It looks a lot better, so that's pretty cool. The second change, and something I probably should have talked about at the start of the video, is that Samor has changed massively. Look at the way it looks. It looks completely different to what we've seen for the last few years. So that is quite a nice change. If you've been playing Satisfactory for a while, or even if you haven't, this is really cool, because we've seen this around the map now for ages, and so not only is it getting a new look, with new machines to make new parts for a brand new phase on the space elevator, but it also looks sick as well. And just a very quick note regarding the space elevator animation. Even though it looks absolutely awesome, it hasn't changed from what it was before as far as what I'm aware. It's the exact same animation as what we had previously, just thought I'd add that in there in case a few of you were wondering. Additionally, I don't think the scenery here has changed that much, but I must say, it looks absolutely stunning. Also, very quickly, I want to talk about this image right here, because I know a few of you might have been pausing, wondering what is new. The short answer is, none of it is, really. From what we can see here, this is probably the second stage of the space elevator, although the image is quite blurry. We can see that we have got some smart plates over here and versatile frameworks, I believe that is, going into here. So nothing here is new, except for the MAM. The exterior, or technically interior, depending how you look at it, has changed, but I do recommend that you check out this video on screen that I released a few days ago, because that explains everything new that the MAM is getting, and it's quite an important watch if you are interested about alternate recipes, because It's got a pretty big change in there. And of course, I cannot end this video without talking about the food court, or the space elevator extension thingy. Of course, this has been like a meme for a while that up there is actually a food court. I'll leave it up to you to speculate what it's going to be, because as of right now, we don't necessarily know. But it's still a really nice glimpse at what's up there. Because again, I did talk about this a few weeks ago, and I saw comments of people saying, oh, the space elevators always had something up there. Well, if you look at this image that we've seen, and if you play the game and look up, you know, it's very different. There is clearly a massive circular thingy there, which is, you know, pretty cool. So that's all that I was able to spot. Did you guys manage to spot anything else that I missed? Probably. But either way, that will do it for today. Again, thank you very much for all the support. I have got a video planned for 1,000 subscribers. Don't know what it's going to be, but I've got a plan for it, so yeah. If we do somehow hit that by the next video, then thank you. Thank you so much. I've still got a bunch more content planned before 1.0 comes out, and of course after 1.0 comes out. So if you guys like Satisfactory, feel free to stick around. It would be a pleasure to have you here. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm going to go eat some birthday cake because I'm hungry, and I'll see you on the next one. Godspeed.